This is on. Oh, it's really on today. I can use quiet voice today. So welcome roomies and zoomies. For those of you online, you can't see. We've got this beautiful room here, and all the lights are down low. We look like a regular yoga studio, and so I hope that's relaxing for you. Um, we're going to focus a little on side body and hips today. Core being everything really excluding our heads, our arms and legs, but really focusing on our side body today. A little bending to the side, a little twisting, and then a little bit with our hips. So let's just start sitting up tall. Give yourself a chance to just arrive here, especially if you're still setting up. Just take your time. And we'll sit up nice and tall. Allow your eyes to shut if that feels good to you, or just have a look at the floor, nice and soft. Let your breath flow naturally. And do a little check-in from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling physically, emotionally? How's your energy today? How's your breath today? Where are you breathing today? Is it more into your upper chest, more down into your belly? Just notice, no need to change anything. And on your next exhale, let your chin drop down toward your chest. Inhale back just to neutral. And do that a few times. Just checking in with the neck, starting to warm up, starting to move with our breath. Good. Next time your head comes up, start to turn side to side. Checking out range of motion, checking out any sensation. Does one side move more easily than the other? Just notice that. Nice. And then let your chin slide down back and forth across your chest. If that means that a little roundness comes into your back, a little movement down the back, go with it. Good. And we'll come all the way back to center. Put your hands on your legs, maybe just for a little stability, and start to circle your body. And we're going to go slow. And I invite you to really notice what happens when you get over to the side. Where do you feel the sensation? Maybe even all the way down into the hip as you lean away from it. And then gently go the other way, just noticing. And come on back to center. Take your shoulders. I'm going to put fingertips on shoulders today just because I think it feels kind of nice. Circle both shoulders forward. And then circle one and then the other. That starts to bring us into a little bit of a side bend maybe. And switch those, a little backstroke today. Yeah, and then both of them together. Nice. Let's take a breath in. One big breath in. Inhale up. Exhale, let your arms float down. No effort. Inhale up. Exhale down. Continue at your own pace. Just really connecting your body with your breath. Good. This next time, let both arms rest at the top. Yep. And then drop your right hand to the floor. Left hand is going to reach up. So we're going to stretch down this side of the body. A big up and reaching over to the side. You might feel this all the way down into that left hip. And if it feels okay, you can reach out at a diagonal, get a little more into the back. And we'll come all the way up. Same thing, other side. Let your left hand drop to the floor. Right hand reaches to the sky, up and over. Does this side feel different? Good. And then reach out over that knee if that's available today. And we'll come all the way back to center. Nice. Come on over to all fours. And you can face forward or you can face the side. It doesn't matter here. We're just going to come into a little bit of a cat-cow. Just really small to start. Start to notice your spine. Start to notice how your back would like to move. Maybe play with the breath. Maybe an exhale to cat and an inhale to cow, or the opposite if that feels better to you. And then maybe bring a little organic movement in. Really notice how your back would like to move. That might even be sitting all the way back to child's pose, or lifting a hand, or anything else that feels good. Where are the tight parts? Where do you move easily? Good. And come on back to center. Take 3 breaths here. See if you can expand your rib cage, front, side, and back. Good. And then take your hands and walk them toward me. I'm just going to call this slinky dog. I don't know if it has another name or not. Have a look back at your toes. And then gently walk yourself over to the other side. Have a look back at toes. Nice. And we'll come on back to center. Take your right leg back behind you and rock a little head to toe. So now we're starting to move a little bit down the upper or the lower body. Warming up the back of the leg, getting a little stretch there, stretch through the toes, through the foot. Good. Let that leg float up now. Find a nice stable base. See if you can keep your toe pointing down, your toes pointing down. Add your left arm. Nice. Our first balance. See if you can move your arm and your leg just a couple inches to the outside. Yeah, if the balance is available there. And then bring your hand back to the mat. Take that leg all the way across your other leg and have a look back at it. Good. Take the leg, swing it all the way out to the other side. Plant your feet on the floor, your foot on the floor, and twist towards your straight leg. So a big reach to the sky. Yeah, let's move this a little bit. Let's exhale down, wrap that arm around. Inhale to open. 2 more at your own pace. Nice. Bring that hand back to the floor. Bring your leg in. Move yourself back to a nice, gentle child's pose. Maybe not all the way into it yet. Maybe we stay up a little high. Maybe we bring the hands in underneath the face. Or if you're ready, go ahead and drop in. Breathe into your back, focusing on the back for a few breaths here. And then gently bring yourself back to all fours. Nice. Take your left leg back behind you, and we'll start to rock on this side again. Good. Go ahead and fire up that leg, float it up. Add your right arm, find some balance here. Notice if this side is different than the first side. Yep. And then move your arm and your leg a little to the outside if that's available. Are you breathing? Go ahead and bring your hand back to the mat. Step your leg across, have a look back at it. Yep. And then take that leg, swing it all the way across to the other side, and go ahead and twist toward that straight leg. And then we'll move this a little bit. Exhaling down and inhaling up. Bring your hand back to the mat. Bring that leg in. Find one more child's pose, maybe walking the hands out a bit. Send your hips back. Heavy hips. And then gently walk your arms over to the right. If it feels good to stack your left hand on your right, go ahead and do that. Let your left hip be heavy. Really focus on that hip. We're not forcing, we're just allowing. And then gently walk yourself over to the left. Maybe stacking right hand on left hand. Let your right hip be heavy. And walk yourself back to center. Good. Let's come into a down dog. Take your time getting there, though. Turn your toes under. Lift the hips. Nice, soft, friendly dog. Check in with your neck. Let your hips sway a little if that feels nice today. And then gently walk your hands back towards your feet. We're going to stay low for a second here. So walk them back. Let your knees bend a bunch. Bring your chest down close to your legs, hands on your thighs, and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Go ahead and face forward. We're going to stay here for a couple roll downs. Pilates style. We're going to start with our chins. The first thing to go down is going to be the chin. The last thing to come up will be our chins. Feel free to support yourself on your legs any way you need to. So first, just stand up really nice and tall. Draw your shoulders back. Oh, let's do it. Let's go all the way into mountain, right? Fire up your legs a little bit. Maybe even press them to the outsides. So I'm pressing feet down into the floor and also out to the sides of the mat. Good. Let that go, soften. Let your hands come back in. One big inhale. On your exhale, draw your chin toward your chest. Notice one vertebrae, one joint at a time. Modifying however you need. We're going to take it all the way down into a forward fold. We're going to come to a half lift. Straighten your legs a bit. Maybe leave a little bend in your legs. Bring your back parallel to the floor. Draw your shoulder blades back. Beautiful. Exhale, nice soft forward fold. Hands to thighs. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Chin's going to come up last. Roll your shoulders back. Good. Two more just like that. A big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Really notice. Scoop out the belly. Hands to shins. come into half lift. This time, let your knees bend a little bit more, but lift your tailbone. Yeah, so we're getting that big stretch down the glutes, down the back of the legs. Exhale, relax it down. Hands to thighs. We'll inhale all the way up. Bring your shoulders back. One more. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. No. Roll it down. Nice and soft and round. When you get to the bottom, hands to shins. We'll find that half lift one more time. See if you can bring your back parallel to the floor. Nice neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And shoulders back. Yeah. Let's take both hands to the sky. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. You got to visualize just a little bit. It's as if we're being lifted up off the ground and over to the side. Come up on your left toes. Yeah. Hold your body right where it is and see if you can sink that left heel back to the floor. And we'll come back to center. Same thing, other side. Right hand as if we're being picked up off the floor and over to the side. Come up on your right toes if that's available. And then sink that right heel back down to the floor. Good. And we'll come on back to center. Shake it out. All right. Let's step wide. Toes can stay forward for now, as much as feels good. Hands to thighs. And we're just going to start to move a little bit. Notice the ways you can move here. Maybe circling shoulders back. Maybe walking hands across the floor if you want to go a little lower into this. Maybe dragging the arms in a figure 8. Strong legs, soft arms. Lots of neat modifications. Good. Come on back to center. Just a nice wide leg forward fold. Let it go. Take your right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky, getting a little twisty here. And bring that hand down. Same thing, other side. And bring that hand down. Hands to thighs, and we'll roll it all the way up. Yeah, turn your left foot out. We're going to come into warrior 2 on this side. Work our side bodies a little bit here. So take your left hand to the sky. We're going to go kind of nice and slow through this. Exhale, elbow to knee. Bring that other hand across the horizon. We're going to make kind of a circle with it here. If that's okay for shoulders, do what you need to do. Nice. Exhaling down, reaching across and all the way up. And keep that going at your own pace. Let your arms be soft. Nice. Let's do one more. Beautiful. Bring yourself back to a warrior 2. Let's reach out to find our triangle. Straighten your front leg. Yeah, same thing here. Now we've got triangle legs. We're going to keep those. Bring your body all the way up. Revolve your triangle. At your own pace, do 2 more of those. Good. Nice. Back to warrior 2. Bring your hands heart center. Turn your toes forward. Forward fold, let it go. Again, you might move this a little bit. You could walk your fingertips across. Maybe you need a twist. Notice what your body's needing. And then bring your hands to your thighs and we'll come all the way up. We'll turn toward the right foot now. So find your warrior two again. Yep. Nice, peaceful warrior. Bring your elbow to your knee, let that back arm come across. Then we'll start to circle this. Just noticing all the ways that we can move our upper bodies here while we hold our legs. Nice and still, nice and stable. Let's do two more. And bring yourself back to warrior two. Yeah, reach that front arm forward. Let your front leg straighten. Find that nice open triangle. Beautiful. And we'll inhale all the way up. Revolve the triangle. Good. Two more at your own pace. And then return to warrior two. And we'll come back to center. This time, turn your toes out. Let's just sit down here, little leg strength. Get your hips a little bit. You can swing it a little side to side. Good. Find that place that's right in the center. Bring your torso up tall. Yeah, and let's walk the feet. If that feels nice, just a little up and down. And then if you like both sides, up, and we're just going to hold. Maybe open the arms. Hands come heart center. Drop the heels, and we'll come all the way up. Nice. Inhale up. And exhale through. Two more. Just letting it go. All the way up. Toes forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And then come on down to the mat. All fours. You can turn either way. Come back into that cat-cow. Nice. Let's make it just a little bit bigger by taking the outside of the hands to the outside of the mat. Fingers turn in, and we're going to sink it down, drinking lion. So just a little more exaggerated movement. Good. Bring your fingertips forward and walk over to the left. Little slinky dog. Yeah, I'll bring those fingers back to center and we'll walk all the way over to the right. Have a look back at your toes. And come on back to center. Let's come down to our sides. And so, yeah, just turn out so you're facing me. We're going to bring feet out on the floor, little Pilates here. So legs are at about 90 degrees. If you're holding your head like I am, see if you can keep up kind of tall so you're not crunching into your neck. So take some off your neck, some pressure off your neck, or bring your head down. We're going to take that top leg, pick it up. We're going to kick two to the front and two to the back. See if you can pull your lower abdomen just a little in and a little bit up, engaging there, so that nothing else moves, just the leg. Nice. Four more. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Draw your legs so they're straight. We'll point toes on this one. We're going to lift up and press down. Feel free to modify. Notice that if you turn your toes out, you're getting into some different muscles. If you keep them forward, we're working right here in this side of the hip. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Here's where it gets weird. We're going to pick up the top leg, the bottom leg, and then push them down. Yeah, really working into this side body. Push it down. Up, up. They don't have to go high. Up. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Both legs and arms are going to come up. Upper body's going to come up. We're not really pushing on this arm. We're crunching through the core, through the side body to come up. So inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Beautiful. Yeah, the balance is hard on our side bodies, isn't it? A little tricky. Good. 4 more. Good. We good for 1 more? We're going to take that top leg up and circle it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you can rest your bottom leg down on the floor. We'll go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where do you feel it? Yes. Drop it over. Give it a stretch. That's where I was hoping you would feel it. That's where I was feeling it. All right. Let's come all the way up and over to the other side. The same thing on this side. We're going to anchor that bottom foot. Think of anchoring with your bottom little toe or with your little toe on that side. And we'll kick 2 to the front and 2 to the back. 7. Core is nice and engaged so that we don't rock back and forth. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and straighten those legs out. We're in a straight line now. Inhale up. Resist on the way down. 7, 6, 2, and 1. Good. Lift number 2, that weird one. Up, up, push it down. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Nice. And then lift number 3. Inhale, exhale, squeeze up. 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let your bottom leg go back to the floor. And we'll circle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. In reverse. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let it go. Bring that leg up and over. Nice. All right. Come on back to all fours and face forward. Yeah. We're going to take the right leg out to the side. Yeah. So if you face me, because we're going to be long ways on the mat. Yeah. Does that make sense? And then we're going to walk a hand over. Here we are, long ways on our mats. This bottom leg can be an issue, right? You want your knee to feel good. You want your foot to feel good. You can be on your toes or down, but find a comfortable place. Let's float that side leg up. Yeah, let's bring a hand to hip. You could hold here, or you could do some kicks to the front and to the back. 5. If anything starts to cramp up, stop and stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Take your arm all the way over, find a diagonal child's pose, little stretch. And then let's set it up on the other side. So come back to all fours. Take your left leg out to the side. Yeah, you can stay facing forward and we can see each other. Yep. And then we'll walk our hands over to the right. Left hand to the sky just for the start. Let that leg float up. Looks great. Bring your hand to your hip if you like. And we'll kick to the front and to the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Sit on back into child's pose. And come on back to center. Let's sit. A couple options with this one. So you could sit here. I've got my right foot, I've got my left, but your right foot's going to go over your left ankle. You could just find a little movement here. Or you could push with that right leg to come up and over. Only 3, just 3 of them. Set the shoulders strong, and then we're going to take a big inhale to come up. Nice, and exhale down. This is the leg that's working. Nothing's happening with that bottom leg. Up. Nice, one more. Good work. Stay right here. Bring your right leg back. And we're just going to stretch. Take your left hand, slide it out on the floor. Yeah. So flip back the other way. Yeah. So we're on the same side we were on. Yeah. Nice. Just a big stretch. And then when you come up, take that left hand up and over. This is one I think feels really nice. And we're going to cartwheel around, place the hands on the floor, give yourself a little push up, which is really a stretch through that right hip. And come on back to center. Let's stop in the middle here for just a second. Bring the soles of your feet together for our hips, sit up nice and tall. And then gently lean your pelvis forward. So instead of collapsing down, we're reaching forward with our chins. I should say chins, with our noses. We're reaching forward with our noses. Yeah. If your arms reach your legs, you can give the tiniest bit of pressure there. And then let your back round. If it's available, walk your feet in. It might be a millimeter, it might be a couple inches. And we'll sit up tall one more time. Lean your pelvis a little bit forward. Let your back round. Help your legs up to center. And we'll go to the other side. So now we're going to cross left over right. We're going to stabilize the shoulder. We're going to fire up our core muscles. And again, you could just move it gently, or you could come all the way up and over. And we'll do 3. Go at your own pace. Beautiful. We'll drop it back down. Nice. Bring your left leg back, pinwheel. Take your right hand, slide it out. We'll come all the way back up. Take your right hand to the sky. Cartwheel yourself over. Find that little push-up. And we'll come back to center. Nice. Let's go ahead and go to our backs. Just a little bit more Pilates core here. Let's take left leg in, right leg stretches out. Take your left hand, put it on your left ankle, right hand's on the knee, gives a little squeeze, and switch. And switch. Let's add some breath to this. So every time a leg is long, exhale. We'll keep it slow. Head can be down or up. Let's go 2 more each side. Good. Bring your knees in. Let your head drop back. Bring your feet to the floor. Come on up. We're going to do a little penguin. So head off the floor if that's available. We're just going to touch heels. One heel and then the other heel. And if it feels better to support your head, go ahead and do that. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop it all the way back down. Roll up from your tailbone, your sacrum, your low back, all the way up. Exhale yourself down. Let's do 2 more like that. Rolling up. And down. And let's hold this last one at the top. So really pressing feet into the floor, lifting hips to the sky. If you like to lace your fingers under your hips, if you like to turn your shoulders back, all of that's available. And then just breathe here. And release the hands. Let your hips drop back down to the floor. Nice. Cross your right leg over your left leg and pull your left leg in towards your belly. And heads can stay down. That left leg could be straight up or it could be bent. If you turn just a little bit toward your left side, if you rock the tiniest bit toward your left side, you'll bring a little more sensation to that right hip. Nice. Come on back to center. Let's take arms out to the sides. We're going to take our right foot down toward the floor. Yeah, so we're just coming into a twist, but staying in this figure 4 position with legs. Yep. And if you twist it the other way, that's a twist too. That's okay. You can try it both ways and see what feels good. Gently bring your legs back to center. And uncross them. We'll do the same thing other side. So left leg over right. Pull in on your right leg. Maybe that leg's straight. Maybe it's bent. Maybe you lean a little over to the right. Find the shape that's right for you today. And then if you're leaning over, come on back to center. Let's take arms wide. Let that whole leg construction drop over to the right. So the left foot is on the ground now, unless you were on the other side, and then whatever's working. Notice if this side feels different though. Just noticing sensation from side to side. Good. Gently bring your legs back to center. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. And I want to end with one more side body pose. So let's take arms and legs long. Stretch out as long as you can. You could stay here, but if you like, you can walk your legs over to the left. You could bring your arms over to the left, opening up the right side body. And then really gently check in with crossing your right leg over your left. I know for me, this works really nice on one side and the other side doesn't feel that great. So just honor that if you notice the same thing. If your feet are crossed, uncross them. Gently move back to center. And then we'll go to the other side and see what it'd be like to cross left over right. And maybe that's not as comfortable. Good. One more breath here. And then release that. Bring your body back to center. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze, maybe rock side to side. If happy baby is your jam, go ahead and grab your feet. Come into happy baby. Nice. And then let's let that go. Come on down into constructive rest or shavasana, your choice. Let your arms fall back on the floor. Let your shoulders fall back. Notice your body heavy on the ground. Notice your soft belly. And then check in again from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Just noticing any sensation. Noticing if you're holding tension anywhere in your body. See if you can use your exhales to let that flow away. And then stay here 3 or 4 more breaths. And then bring a little movement back to your body. It might feel nice to bend your knees and let them sway a little side to side, or just to take a couple nice long breaths, deep breaths. And then gently turn on one side. Yeah, and then let your arms help you up to sitting. Let's end with one breath together. One big inhale. Exhale, bring your hands heart center. May we dwell in safety. May we be happy and healthy. May we be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thanks, Zoomies. Have a great day.